Hello everybody. Today we're going to use Automation and integrate it into SuiteCRM to update a lead or any other record inside your SuiteCRM system. Okay, so let's go. Let's first define our goal. So as you can see, I've got two leads here inside the SuiteCRM system. And one has an email, the other one has no email. Now let's imagine from an external system, however, you have received an update and now you figured out for the first lead the email address and you want to update it via the integration. So and that's what we're going to accomplish today. What do we need for this? Obviously, our CRM system, including the API already prepared. Check out my video on the API preparation. Then we need Automation. Check out my video on Automation and SuiteCRM integration, because this is what we're going to build our stuff up on. And what I like to have here is the documentation from SuiteCRM itself. So the first thing that I would like to do is I would like to get a better overview of the details of the existing data. And therefore I want to retrieve from this one here, from this lead, the details in order to know which fields I need to fill. So and I can do this here in our existing workflow. And just to quickly review, so here we're going to generate the access token. And here inside this one, I'm retrieving one lead. What I want to change now is, instead of this ID, I just copied the link to the second one with the email address. And I'm replacing everything here that I just can retrieve this. I'm testing this step, and as you can see, last 02, that's the one where I copied it from, and I'm interested in email 1, lowercase, and there I've got the email address inside. So this is basically what we need to do in order to update or patch our data now. So what do I do next? I want to not use this one here. I want to duplicate this workflow. And I would say, like, not get, but something like update SuiteCRM lead from n8n. But I mean, that's kind of obvious, right? So, and now I'm copying the existing work already. If I test this, I get exactly the same output. Everything is connected, everything is working, very nice. The next thing that I want to do is, so I don't have to do this now. I can, if I know the ID, so it depends on your system and how you do the mapping, but there will be some videos later on where I show exactly how to do this between Mautic and SuiteCRM, and between Forms and SuiteCRM and so on. So let's just assume you have the ID. So I copy the link again to this lead without the email address. I'll double check or just paste it here. So now I can remove everything but the ID, and this one, I can remove this one as well. And I test it again. And as you can see, now we're back at the first 01, last 01, and the email 1 is empty. So, and now I can basically copy this one here. So I would simply duplicate it, because the header information is just the same. So what we did already in the preparation details here, that is still the same. The only thing that needs to change is now our method. And let's look into the documentation. So if I want to update a module record, and this is exactly what we want to accomplish here, we need to use the patch method. So and this works as well. So I can just go here and set it to patch. Very well. Now it becomes very special. So I need to add this one here as the endpoint. So our module without a backspace at the end would be the right endpoint. So I can remove everything here from the module. And that seems to be good. So now I could potentially send it to the endpoint, but I need to send a body. So here we have an example body, and I just copy this one. And now I use this to adjust it to our use case. So we already sending the headers. We don't want to touch this. This is working nicely. And we're not sending a body, but this is what's going to change now. So as you can see, if you want to create or update, you would use a body. And if you want to read something, then you don't need to have a body at all. You can just send the header only and finished. So here, now the details. Body content type JSON, yes, exactly, because it's all about the JSON API. Here's our JSON structure. So this is exactly what we need. Using fields below, yeah, you could build this into, but it's very difficult. So therefore, we'll just use JSON here. And now I need to switch this one to an expression because I want to use variables. And I first paste what I just copied from the documentation. And now we can adjust it to our use case. Remember, we don't want to update the accounts, we want to update the leads. So leads it is. And how to figure this one out, you can see this here. And for the standard modules, usually you have like a capitalized L or like a capitalized first letter here. So accounts, contacts, leads, quotations, they all work in the similar way. So now for the ID, I want to use the one that we just retrieved via the get one. So here's our get CRM lead. And I can drag and drop the ID over to here. And as you can see, it will fill up my information from the CRM system, from the last response. So in here, the attributes, now you can either go down and look into the details here, but I would just enter this mode manually. So email 1, email 2, you have like those 2 emails. These are special ones. And you've got email as well. So this is a bit misleading here in this case. The emails is a related module, it's a special module, and therefore you've got a 1-to-n relationship between email addresses and maybe your leads, maybe your contacts. And in this case, the email 1 is a special API field that I can use in order to change it, to retrieve it. So what do I want to use for an email address? I don't know, I just copy this. I can basically use any email address, doesn't matter at all. It's just for demo purposes. So I want to send this body. I ignore SSL issues. You should not, because it's insecure. I do this because I'm having everything on a local host, local environment. And response format JSON, just in case I'm getting the response and it can't be passed properly or something, just in case I want to use the response and then and then do something with it, and therefore I want to tell it use JSON API. Okay, we have a problem. Authorization failed. I've seen this a couple of times. So JSON access token, sometimes if we copy this one, we need to retrieve it again, get SuiteCRM token, access token. So therefore, the only thing that you usually need to do is just delete this, reinitialize it. But as you can see, this one is addressing the individual node here now, the element that you've got on your canvas. And this is just working more reliably because now this node knows exactly from where to retrieve the data. So when we get a response here, response is always something positive. And you can see the response is already the one after saving it in the database. And okay, so far so good. Let's see what happened inside the SuiteCRM system in the meantime. I need to refresh this view here. And as you can see, it really worked. So we used our n8n integration into the SuiteCRM with the API method of patching a record. And we've updated a record inside our CRM system without even touching it in the CRM system. Now we slowly start seeing how this can all come together when software is talking to software directly. So now you see the potential opening up when software is talking to software. No manual updates anymore, but you've got integration and your software is just taking care of process of automation in the background. Stay tuned for more videos. We're going to build way more stuff with integrations like this, and I hope you enjoy it. Then see you next time. Bye.